Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I wanna present it about some of articles and compare and contrast these articles. The first article that is semantics analysis in English high school handbooks. The second article that is semantic analysis on the use of English language slogan. The third, the effectiveness of semantic mapping strategy to improve student vocabulary mastery. Okay, from this title we can see that the first that will be analyzing some semantics in the handbooks for high schools. So the second one that is analysis semantic analysis in language slogan. The third is using semantic mind mapping strategy to improve vocabulary mastery. Okay, let's talk about the theories in the article 1. In That's in article 1 because that is talk about handbooks for senior high schools. So this is literary work can be found student handbook in the form of short story, lyrics, poem, song, novel review, and many more. Okay. This study was conducted to answer this question, uncover and explore ways to analyze the semantic meanings found in the learnings. Because this the analyzes the semantic meanings in the handbooks. Okay, let's talk about semantic meaning. What is the meanings? Meaning is only concurrent with the element in the language itself. The meaning is important aspect of the language because the meaning can give an understanding of matter, talk, and the spot. Okay, there are seven elements in the meanings. The first that is conceptual meanings, connective meaning, social meanings, affective meaning, reflective meaning, collective meaning, and thematic meaning. We will analyze this in the handbooks for senior high school. They will use conceptual meaning or connective meaning or others. In this article 2, semantic analysis in the slogan. This talk about the slogan. The writer used convey intention conveyed by the slogan marker. Slogans are usually in the form concise in the simple sentence of contain warnings. Okay, based on the theory about the slogans, the characteristic of the slogan is interesting, structuring, easy to remember, and explain a group, organization, and political ideology. There are various of the slogan. The first is educational slogan, environmental logos, product slogan, and health slogan. We will be analyzing some of these various slogans that talk about education slogan using semantics meaning or what. The goal of the slogan is influence others, to convey information, to motivate others, to make people aware, to appeal to others. Okay. There is some addition. There is some addition in the article 1 and article 2. In article 2, there's addition. There are 8 types in the semantics meanings. That is meaning of the stylist. Okay, this is an addition. Semantics. Here, semantic type of semantic that is lexical semantics, grammatical semantics, contextual semantics. Okay, and the semantic of element. Sign of symbol are two elements contained in language, lexical meaning and reference relationship. Naming in the term Panaman is interpreted by Kridalaksanan, that's process of searching language symbols. Okay. That is some of theory in the article 2 about the semantic analysis for language slogan. In the article 3, improving using of a semantic mind mapping strategy to improve student vocabulary. Okay. Vocabulary is one of the major component in the language learning which has to master by learner. Vocabulary is a word, a specific language which have meaning in label objects. One of the strategy can be used to teach vocabulary is semantic mind mappings. Okay, so this is will be teach some of vocabulary mastery, and they will be use semantic mind mapping strategy. There are some advantage using semantic mapping in vocabulary. The first helps student to remember the word. The second one decrease a student boredom in the learning vocabularies. The third helping students become effective participant for increasing the student motivation to learn new vocabulary. Okay, right now we will talk about research methods in the article one because they will be described about analysis semantics. They will use qualitative methods. They will use some of interview and observation in the library of the articles or on the books. Okay. In article 2, this study used some of qualitative research method analysis semantics meanings. Okay, in English slogan. Okay. This is in the article 1. In the article 2, that is the same point that they will be analysis of semantics, but they have different objects. One is in the handbook for senior high school. The second one, they will be the objects in the slogan, language slogan. The third is this study used the quantitative approach using quasi-experimental research in the design. The subject of this study was conducted of SMP Negeri 4 Batang in academic years 213. The writer divided two subjects. The first subject is 7A, is the experimental group, and 7B, that is control group. Okay, 7A, that is experiment group and control group. In order to collect the data of student vocabulary mastery improvement between two groups and to compare effectiveness of two strategies in improving student. So in experimental, they will be use some of strategy mind mappings, and the control group use another strategy. This to collect about the data, they will be use questionnaire and some of the tests, pre-test, and others. And we found some of data, research finding and discussion in the article ones. Okay, let's talk about semantic analysis in handbook for senior high schools. The result of these types meaning analysis the widely. Because of we analyze this in the handbooks for senior high school, we found three books. Okay, the first book is Bahasa and Sastra English for student SMA and MA. And the second book is English Alive, Senior High Schools, grade 12. The third group book is English for Senior High School student, Science 11 Science and Social Study Program. Okay, in the first books, we found Sleeping Child by Michael learned that is just metaphor, figurative meanings. So these ones using some of represent something direct comparison almost in detail train. This case produce this book children on those own and that are in it. Hyperbola, the word so will. The author exaggerates that word has been so willed. Okay, the third is personification and Mr. Word he comes by to bring good night to you. In the above line, the word borrows human duty to convey greeting in the child who will sleep. Okay, the next boy will cry. Okay, in the fables, wolf. This is used lexical meanings, connotative meaning, and grammatical meanings. That is being alone. Conjunctive is so the boy at the top of this voice. Grammatical meaning a sharper voice. Okay. In the second books, there is a story review, August Rush. This found that connotative meaning, lexical meanings, contextual meanings. We can be conclude that all of these three books use connotative meaning, lexical meaning, and contextual meanings. Okay, this is the third book. Okay, so story the queen of dialectic using metaphor, native meanings, and connotative meaning. There is a new ones that is native meanings. Okay, lexical meaning and grammaticals. Okay, that is in the third book, English for Senior High Schools. Okay, we found this data. Okay, this one in the article 2, we found some of data and we discussed that type of slogan because last time I said to you that there are four types of slogan: product, health, environment, education. We found that in product that is smart technology come for your eyes, left to solve for the wrong job, ready for the next level, move in the newer, in the burn in the fat of the newer money. Do not wait for the healthy environment, make it in the clean, keep it the green, save the earth. There is no plan B. In education, education in the form person with the knowledge. A million meal come from I was step, class is the place. That is some of slogan that's used in education, environment, health, and advertisement or product. Okay. Then we analyze some of the slogan last time. What I said. Okay, analysis. The example one in products, type of product. The first is smart technology comfort your eyes. Okay, we analyze it that is smart technology comfort your eyes is conceptual meaning. So they use semantic conceptual meaning. It has meaning a few that refer more the fruit. This slogan means that today more sophisticated technology makes consumer increasingly. Okay. The second, life to sort for the wrong job. This slogan is advertisement for the labor disputer. Okay. The concept of advertising slogan is packed interesting. It say life to sort the wrong jobs. This mean using is connective associative connective meanings in semantic analysis. And the third, ready for the next level. It's the sentence means ready to next level. The product level is better than before. So the product is the good one than the last products. Okay. In the article 3, we find a data and discuss that uh, because of this one using some of quasi experimentals or quantitative research, uh, we use collect data is pre-test and we use some of experiments post-test and using some of questionnaire to collect the data. In the pretest, we find about the data, the score when we doing some of pretest experimental in the class of experimental group and the control group, we find 2,265 in the pretest. Okay, that is about the experimental group. The control group that is 2,275. Okay, so it can be concluded that is equal, only different 10 score. Okay, the next one, after that, after we do some of the pretest, we do some experiment. Researcher do experiment. That is, they will give to student semantic mind mapping strategy. Okay, for meetings in the post test, okay, after doing some experimentals, they got some of data in the post test. The control group, okay, in this is the control group, okay, they in the control group they didn't give some of semantic mind mapping strategy, so they increase 100 score also in the post test, and in experimental group the data is 2,955. So it can be cool that from 2,265 they increase 955, so that is increased for about 400 score. Okay, 300 score, sorry. And experiment analysis, okay, because this is some strategy effective of not, we found some of obstacle. The obstacle that is the first teacher need more times, 80 minutes, and that is the second problem, that is rewrite vocabulary trees background, it will be more difficult apply semantic mind mappings. Okay, the third that is because of student is exerted to focus in semantic strategy, they didn't focus on explanation from the researcher or the teacher. Okay, this sum of questionnaire. After sum of questionnaire, we find about the data. 95% student interested, and 85 students were motivated, and 80 students suggest semantic mapping strategy given in the continued English vocabulary. Okay. Right now we will conclude and give suggestion. Conclude about the articles. Article 1. The most type is meaning found lexical meanings, literal meaning, and the metaphor for literal meanings. Okay. The second literal word found in the English high school handbook were short story, fables, lyric, and stories on novel reviews. Okay. After research, we found about the song lyrics, stories, and novel reviews, and that is when analyzing some semantic, they found about lexical meanings, metaphor meaning, and literal meanings in the book of the three books. The second one, literal word found in the English high school handbook were short stories, fables, song stories, and novel stories. In the article 2, okay, because of this one do some of research in the slogan. The type of slogan is education, whole environment, and advertisement. Okay, when the analysis of semantics, they found about 20 in 20 slogan of the products. There is three conceptual meanings in semantics, and associative and connective meanings, one conceptual and stylist meanings. Okay, and there is in the whole slogan there are two, okay, conceptual, and three meaning or connective or effective. Okay, in the article 3, the conclusion article 3 in what is that, the effectiveness of strategy mind mapping, semantic mind mapping to improve student vocabulary. They found some of data. The achievement of students are taught by semantic mind mapping strategy, and the research showed that mind mapping strategy is effective. The strategy to improve student, so the student get improve the score. Use semantics mind mappings. Okay, that is my explanation about compare both of three articles. The first articles, because they analyzes some of the handbook for senior high school, they analyze semantic program found about literal lexicals, literals, and metaphor in stories, fables, lyric, and others. In article 2, because of the analysis in slogan language, they find about conceptual meanings and associative meaning, cognitive meaning, and others. And the third goals, they because they want to improve the ability of student vocabulary, they using semantic mind mapping strategy. That's all for me. I'm so sorry if I made a mistake in my explanation. Jelas aja sih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.